Good morning, guys. So this morning I want to share out of Deuteronomy. Sorry, getting tongue-tied. Uh, Chapter 7, verses 9 and 10. Know therefore that the Lord your God, He is God, the faithful God, who keeps His covenant and His loving kindness to thousandth generation with those who love Him and keep His commandments. But repays those who hate Him to their faces, to destroy them. He will not delay with him who hates Him. He will repay him to his face. So, I came about these two verses because I had a comment on the channel. You know, I like to look at the comments. I like to I like having the interaction. And I had a channel that just had two comments that they weren't bad necessarily as far as on the surface as anything, just kind of off in left field, and you know, so I get curious whenever I have new channels show up on my comments. You know, I get curious and I like to check out a couple of videos. Kind of see what they're about, see what interests them and stuff like that. And I'm not naive. I know there's those who hate God, and growing up through, throughout my life, I only had one person, and this was in high school. Never said they hated God, but was a very devout atheist, didn't hate God, didn't believe in God, didn't believe that God existed, and was full-fledged evolutionist, Big Bang Theory type of person. And there was no reason with that person about God at all, because no matter what you said, you could not prove that God exists. So I've run across that type of person in real life. One that doesn't hate God, one that just doesn't flat out believe in God. Well, I was, checking out this channel. Like I said, I'm not going to name channels out. That's not my place. I'm no higher than anybody to judge anybody or judge anybody's channel, so I'm not going to name the channel. But in looking at their content, some of the videos have very interesting views, and then I come across one that literally just dropped my jaw to the floor, and I immediately have some sorrow for this person. And the reason why my jaw dropped to the floor, because I've never actually heard or seen any person say that they hate God. but this channel did. And I'm gonna be honest with you, because God instructs us not to associate those who don't believe Him, or or who live lifestyles that go against His word and His will, lest we be tempted to stray away from Him. I had to hide the user from my channel, and I don't know what's more disturbing to me is that the person said in this one video they said they hated God, they hated Jesus Christ, but they also pretty much hated any and every religion that's out there. And this is the part that I really find interesting, that's find confusing to me. They believed, of course, they said who Jesus Christ was they, of course, we know that Jesus Christ is, not was. Jesus Christ is always present and is outside of our reality of the realm of time. He's eternal. But this person said that he believed what Jesus Christ was and what he did, but he still hated him and hopes that he burns in hell. And then, but he also included all the religions just about of the earth. Christians, Jews, Muslims, Hindus. I mean, he pretty much named all the religions out there. And there was no hesitation in his voice. And the reason why I have deep, why I felt sorrow for this poor soul is because I know what's going to happen to this person in the end. I can't imagine, and personally don't want to imagine, what that is going to look like for this person on Judgment Day. So, because it's not like the person isn't saying that God doesn't exist. This person acknowledges that there is God, but in this person's mindset, God is not the only God. This person believes in multiple gods, from what I'm understanding. So this person does acknowledge God's existence, acknowledge that Jesus Christ was on the earth. Like I said, was, past tense. Believed in what Jesus Christ said. But still openly states that he hates them. I can't imagine how when he finally stands before the white throne, what's that going to look like for him? You know, because I'm pretty certain that when somebody's going to get cast into hell, it's not going to be pretty, it's not going to be pleasant, it's going to be painful right from the start, and then it will never stop. And it's just, I have remorse for this poor soul, because God is going to repay, and repay without delay. This person's not going to have a second chance. This person has, I don't know, in my mind, is probably already and is actively participating in that unforgivable sin that we're told about. It really shocks me, because, I'd never thought I would actually hear or watch a person say that they hate God, they hate Jesus Christ. That alone. It's just, I don't know, it just confounds me. Like I said, I have great sorrow for this soul, because the soul is lost, and unfortunately, I do believe, from scripturally speaking, this person's soul is unrecoverable. It's, I guess to me, it's one thing to, talk to a person who doesn't believe in God at all. Because we know the outlook of that person too is going to be the exact same outlook as this person too in the end. But it's just so sad to think that for a person to acknowledge and believe, but still cannot bring themselves to love. All they can do is hate. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. So folks, I guess try as I may not to be shocked and surprised about this channel. I was. And don't get me wrong, this channel didn't mock me, didn't criticize me at all from from what I saw in the comments. But then again, after watching the videos, this person could have been doing just that, and I just didn't see it. But regardless, I did hide the user from seeing my channel again. But folks, if you follow God, you follow Jesus Christ, you'll have many blessings. And if you raise your children in the ways of the Lord and of God, He will honor His covenant with you. But if you don't, and you openly state, like this one user did, that you hate God, you hate Jesus Christ, I am truly remorseful for your souls. And I truly pray that the Holy Spirit can somehow break you, open your eyes and your heart, and lead you to a loving relationship with Jesus Christ. I pray that with all my might, but biblically speaking, if you're already at that point, like this one user is, I just don't know what to say to you. But for those who do believe, God bless you. I love you. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.